Tactical RockNRolla Tactical Device Edition. I'm going to go over brass knuckles this edition. Brass knuckles, everyone has known them or heard of them. These are actually one device that's pretty much banned and illegal to carry in almost every state in the United States, I believe. There's certain caveats about them that may make them legal in certain states as long as they are not concealed. The way brass knuckles are sold, as you can see, is as belt buckles. Ironically enough, basically you can't tell someone what constitutes a belt buckle. So that's why these are sold with holes in the back of them. As you can see there, there's a hole that is centered right there. Basically, as you can see, this one has a post in it just to show off the belt buckle, so that is meant to sit inside the belt hole as a belt buckle, and that's how they sell these to make them legal, since they have been banned and they're regulated so heavily. There's a bunch of different types of brass knuckles, as you've seen here. This is probably the most common. I've seen a bunch of these. They're rather big and large, which a lot of people think that's a better way to go. I'm not a huge guy. But these are too big. As you can see, the way that it fits in my fingers, they're all pressed against the side walls. That's not a good fit. I don't recommend a pair like these unless you're 6 foot plus, definitely. This is a smaller version of the brass knuckles. It fits a whole lot better on the hand. As you can see right there, still a little bit bigger, but basically the whole object with brass knuckles is this post right here, this bottom edge. It's supposed to sit snugly and securely in the palm of your hand, like that. Basically sit. When you hit something, you should never have this edge come back on your fingers. You will break your fingers. So that's the whole point of this bottom edge right here, is to absorb the contact and send it up your arm, so none of the pressure hits your fingers and breaks your fingers. That's why they have different smaller versions, like these. These are the ones I like the best. Again, matte black, everything tactical. That's what we advocate here. So matte black, the reason why I always advocate matte black is it does not show or shine in a fight. So again, they're sold with these little posts that you can see right there. They just screw right into the back. That makes them the belt buckle. I recommend removing that post. You could probably keep it in there. Actually, I would, if you're going to carry it day to day, I guess I would keep it in there just so you could maybe potentially argue the fact that it was a belt buckle. But again, these are illegal. I do not advocate carrying these. You will get arrested, and it will not be my fault. Almost every state, if you have this in your pocket, that's a concealed deadly weapon. I think it's a separate charge for brass knuckles themselves, but nonetheless, they are an effective weapon. Just show you how this fits in my hand. That fits beautifully. That's very snug. As you can see, fingers fit nicely. Nice gap between the bottom of the knuckle and the top of my finger. That's what you want, and it sits very nicely into my palm. So when I hit something, there is no pressure on my fingers. It's all absorbed through my palm into my arm, and whatever I'm hitting will get the business end of that action. These are great. They come in many colors, purple, green, any color you can think of, they come in. So definitely check out brass knuckles as a last resort option. Something good to have around the house. Worst case scenario, end of the world comes, items like these may be good to have. So brass knuckles, Tactical RockNRolla, Tactical Device Edition, tacticalrocknrolla@gmail.com. Please let me know. One more thing I wanted to go over is, again, with this rendition of the brass knuckles, this is a plastic version. So these are plastic knuckles. Now, I'm not sure if these are illegal. Again, the law has been written against brass knuckles. I don't know exactly. It's going to, I'm sure, vary from jurisdiction, state to state, etc., as to whether or not these are legal. I don't know how the law is written, but this is a very interesting thing. This is a plastic version. Any lawyers, law enforcement community, please chime in and let me know. Are the plastic knuckles version illegal to carry? For instance, if I had this in my pocket, would that be considered a concealed deadly weapon? Now, I do understand the way the law states that if you hit anybody with any object that can be considered a weapon, that's assault with a potentially deadly weapon. But that's not my concern, because these items should only be used in worst case scenario for ultimate self-defense. So I'm not worried about that. I would just rather know whether or not I can have this tactical device on me and carry it around day to day legally. So I'm just wondering if this is a legal option. I would check in. Anyone, please leave comments. tacticalrocknrolla@gmail.com. Please let me know. Are the plastic knuckles version of brass knuckles legal? Are these safe to carry without going to jail or getting a ticket even? Plastic, whether you keep it in your purse, your pocket, let's say it's in your car, in a glove box, would that be illegal? Are you allowed to carry these out of the house? I know with butterfly knives you can buy them, but you cannot carry them. Brass knuckles, you can buy them, but you cannot carry them. Switchblades you can buy, but you cannot carry. Some of the anomalies of the American judicial system, but I just wonder, are these being plastic? As long as I didn't tell the officer that I planned to punch someone in the face with this item, would I be allowed to carry this? Please let me know.